Easy.
Rico, we're prepping to head to that radar outpost, but Mira needs a favor before we leave. Can you come by?
See you soon.
Oh, hey, some of those people you freed, they were pilots. They volunteered to fly supplies for us.
Just make sure to break them in before you ask them to drop supplies over a war zone,
So, I'd say, trust me, I know what I'm doing, but we both know that's not true.
Let's roll.
Watch out!
Bien, yes, let's pretend.
I had the honor of receiving an advance copy, which I hold in my hand right here, of Oscar Espinosa's autobiography titled, I Am the Son of My Father.
Oh, wow, nice. I remember what I learned in school about Senor Espinosa's dad, Leon. But I assume this book goes deeper into that?
Oh, so deep. You have no idea. The book really gives you a sense of what inspired Oscar Espinosa to become the great leader and visionary that he is today. The hardships he suffered, the challenges he faced.
I assume he discusses the accident.
Claro. As most of us know, Oscar Espinosa's father, Leon Espinosa, died in a plane crash about, 15, 20 years ago?
20 years ago.
So 20 years ago, his dad dies when Leon's plane gets caught in a freak tornado. And in the same week that he loses his father, Oscar Espinosa has to immediately take over as the head of all the Espinosa companies.
Where he ended up doing pretty well for himself. I mean, since he took over, the economy of Solis has been, not bad.
And the Black Hand have gone from a bunch of local badasses to one of the most badass military forces on the planet.
See, of course. But I think what most people want to hear about is Project Illapa. Is there anything in the book on that? A lot of people I'm talking to are getting pretty curious out here.
Well, there's not a whole lot in the book. I don't think Senor Espinosa is going to give up any trade secrets.
Sure, but
it's just amazing that Oscar Espinosa's reaction to his father's death was to throw himself into Project Illapa. I think most people, their parents get killed by a storm, and they think, okay, that's it, these things happen. But Oscar says, no, these things don't just happen, and I'm going to do everything in my power to try to stop something like that ever happening to anyone else's father or mother or nephew, or landlord, or llama ever again.
No, see, that's a good point. But I'd still like to know what's really going on with Project Illapa. I don't know if you've been outside in the past 20 years, Tiago, but Solis weather is still a little volatile.
Well, controlling the weather is a pretty big challenge, I'd imagine.
But it has to be.
Santiago, I learned a lot of cool things from Oscar Espinosa's new book, and now I'm going to quiz you with some rapid-fire, true or false type questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a reminder to the audience that we did not discuss this ahead of time.
No one's going to think that, Tiago.
Okay, first, Oscar Espinosa is the current head of the Espinosa companies. True or false?
True, we just covered that.
Correct. Okay, next. Oscar Espinosa had a pronounced stutter until the age of 11.
False.
Nope, it is in the book. It's something he worked very hard to overcome.
Interesting.
Next, Oscar Espinosa is a fan of the Tiago and Santiago show.
I mean, I hope true.
Absolutely true. He mentions it several times in his autobiography.
I find that hard to believe.
And finally, according to Oscar Espinosa's new autobiography, I Am the Son of My Father, when it comes to the Tiago and Santiago show, Oscar's preferred host is Tiago.
There is no way that he wrote that in his autobiography.
No, he did.
Okay, well, what page?
What do you mean?
What page did he write that? Give me that book you're holding and tell me what page.
Oh, I can't. It's only in the digital version, I think. Kind of like a DVD extra.
You're a sad man.
You have no idea. Time to step aside for a minute. We'll be back with more Tiago and Santiago.
Very sad.
The best talk on Solis, Tiago and Santiago.
Hola a todos, this is Tiago, letting you know that we are giving away tickets for a live taping of Jimena, where you'll get to watch the rehearsal, the live show, and get to meet with Jimena herself backstage after the show. Keep listening for a chance to win.
The Black Hand, the world's most highly trained and best equipped fighting force.
That's her choice. Okay?
Too close.
Moving out?
We're ready to go. But Izzy's off getting us some intel from a guy in Kuya. Can you make sure she gets to the outpost safely?
Can't wait to meet her.
Hey, Rico, good chance to test our new pilots, no?
Sure.
Chévere. Go on, give one a call.
Mira, Sargento, dropping in over Kuya.
Yes.
Isis waiting for you on the roof of the Batista building.
On my way. There she is. Nice to meet you.
Buenas, Hardware.
No chopper.
Figured you'd bring one.
Oh, think I know where to get one.
Roger that. Supplies incoming, Jefe.
Sargento, I'd say the pilots are gonna work out fine. Let's go, Easy.
Right with you.
Mira, where are we going?
Listo. Just got here. Sending you coordinates.
Off we go. This looks like the spot.
Thanks for the lift, Hardware.
Anytime. Mira, we're here.
Bien. I'm in the control center. Come on up.
Oh, cool. Cutscene saves the day. Get ready for some cheesy 80s action movie lines.
Good to go. How's it going, Easy?
It's fine. We're pushing forward, but none of that matters unless we can disable Yappa's defenses.
Easy and I have been working on that. All of these facilities house prototype weather cores, and each core is connected to Yappa's defense network.
Towers with artillery.
See, if we can plant a virus in those weather cores, we can send a message up the network, causing malfunctions in the tower's machinery.
Everything breaks, boom, no more artillery.
Then we just have the blizzard.
One thing at a time, Mira. Tell me more about the facilities housing the weather cores.
This is Zona Uno. It's protected by a sandstorm.
Mira, here.
Gracias, Easy.
What's that?
Information on a place called La Masmorra. It's a prison hidden in the desert. Something Gabriela said. I think my Uncle Lanza might still be alive. And if he is, he's being held there. And,
He can help us get into Zona Uno?
He helped your father build Project Illapa.
Ira, if he's still alive, I'll find him.
Here? He saw a trace. According to Izzy, he's not on the network, but I have an old friend, Cesar. He has a theory that might help us.
Then let's hear what he has to say.
And this is Zona 2. We don't know much about that facility. Are you ever going to answer this?
I'm not an agency man anymore.
Rico, those coordinates are close. Look.
Ay, that can't be a coincidence. I'll check it out.
I'm sending you all the data you'll need to your AR lens.
Good. Let's start hitting Oscar where it hurts.
So many of us ran straight to the front line. I was a farmer. Never look back. Are you supposed to be here?
See? Dropping supplies now.
Let's roll. Santiago.
It's ridiculous.
Please, fire us.
Thiago and Santiago. Now, with 250% even more attitude.
Have you ever wondered who provides all of the state-of-the-art equipment, armaments, and vehicles for the Black Hand? It's Grupo Prospero. From the tanks on the ground to the jets in the sky. From the assault rifle to the rocket launcher. Grupo Prospero has been manufacturing only the best weapons and equipment for over 50 years. We're also a significant contributor to the Solino economy, providing thousands of jobs for anyone willing to work hard and get the job done. Grupo Prospero, proud supporter of the Black Hand.
On the next Jóvenes y Bellos, a reversal of fortune.
My mother's will very clearly states that the oldest living heir will take control of the company. Maria, you do not even share a drop of our family's blood.
I beg to differ, Nicolas.
Mama!
Maria is not only your sister, but your twin. And 8 minutes older as well.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Gustavo!
All that and more Next week on Jóvenes y Bellos.
They are not nice people.
Hey, idiotas. I need a bath now. So rude.
Two guys you wouldn't want to bring home to your parents. The Tiago and Santiago Show.
You're listening to Tiago and Santiago. Eso, Santiago. I know I keep...
Stretch my legs.
Tom Sheldon.
Well, I guess you got my message.
It's all clear, Mira.
I'm on my way.
Who's that?
This motherfucker.
Why are you here, Sheldon?
When you went dark after Medici, I figured I'd look through some of your old files. See where you might end up. Turns out your dad was working with Oscar Espinosa back in the day. Something called Project IAPA.
What do you know about IAPA?
I know there's lots of buzz about Solis at the agency these days. Talk of weather modification technology, strategic atmospherics. Of course, once the higher-ups heard that I was looking at those IAPA files, I ended up on administrative leave.
Guess I'm not the only one who doesn't trust Tom Sheldon.
I know you're looking to take out IAPA, Rico. I've already done some of the legwork.
You screwed me over more than once in Medici. I don't want your help, Sheldon.
Well, you're gonna need it. I did some snooping around Zona Dos. Turns out that place is constantly surrounded by a nasty lightning storm. Fried poor Annabelle here. That seems pretty suspicious to have a standing lightning storm like that, don't you think?
This a friend of yours, Rico?
Not exactly. Mira Morales, this is Tom Sheldon. I've known him for 20 years. He cannot be trusted.
Buenas.
Don't listen to this guy, Senorita. Pleased to meet you. Rico and I were just discussing the situation with Zona Dos.
And you know how to access the core?
I don't know anything about the core, but I got a good idea how to get us past that lightning storm.
Good luck with Annabelle, Sheldon. We'll figure something else out.
He's got a plan, Rico. And we don't.
Talk.
Okay. Now, there's a river that runs underneath the facility. I figure we use a boat to get close. You remember the Stingray base back in Medici? The same basic concept.
Do you want to make a lightning-proof boat?
Yeah, bingo. Now, I also hear there's a nearby research lab that's testing a way to harness lightning. Figure we find something there to protect the boat, spare us poor Annabelle's fate.
You're talking about that facility in the mountains, Mediolab.
You got it.
And we could do the custom boat work at Prospero Astiero.
Interesting.
Yeah, coming around, aren't you?
Why are you doing this, Sheldon?
Well, because I owe you, Rico. You want to take out IAPA, I want to help you do it. Besides, we both know we can't have just anybody running around with a weather weapon, for God's sakes.
You got a better idea?
Shit.
That's what I like to hear.
So, we meet up at Mediolab when we're ready?
Sounds good. You know, for a minute there, I thought you were going to shoot me.
Not this time, Sheldon.
Grabbing some wheels!
Possible disturbance. Checking it out.
Copy. Enemy present. Reinforcements are inbound.
Yeah.
Command, we no longer have eyes on the hostile.
Copy. Reacquire target. Now.
Yeah.
No visual on target. Command advice.
Command here. Find that hostile. Back to your post. Target is gone.
Here's your shot, Garland.
Yeah.
Tank unit on its way. Will be on site shortly. Command, we have lost it. Please advise.
Command here. Find that hostile.
Lost visual. Starting search. Tank squad deployed. On our way. Lost visual. Target.
Ha! Easy.
Your support is en route. Can't see the enemy. Go and search. Command, we no longer have eyes on the hostile.
Acknowledge. Target is at large. Re-establish it. We've lost it.
Rico, I think it's time we take Solis's International Airport away from Oscar Espinosa.
You won't like that. I'm in.
Marking an old airstrip nearby. Swing by when you're ready.
Hey, yo, Rico! Rico, over here! Hey, yo, Rico!
Can you get this baby where it needs to be without too many scratches? We're in a hurry.
Let's roll. That was nice.
Great stuff, Rico. You're the man.
enemy spies have been using explosives on our supply convoys, and we've got their delivery schedule. Take some recruits and blow up those bombs on our terms.
We go.
This is the Tiago and Santiago show.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Really
is.
doing it.
Tiago, things are getting a little intense out there these days.
Oh, no kidding, Santiago. I'm just happy to be here in the studio.
Are we going to talk about it?
Sure, why not?
Bien. The group that calls themselves the Army of Chaos. I know some of my old friends in the Black Hand like to refer to them as insurgents or rebels.
Which they are.
Maybe. I mean, they are definitely violent.
Obviously, that goes without...
Think I did something to my shoulder.
Did I leave the keys in the trunk?
At least an honest day's work.
Sure, we pre-tape a lot of our segments and interviews, and I only really work 4 hours a day.
If we can even count that as work.
Cómico, Santiago. Muy cómico, huh? I can't help it that the market has set a high price for my services.
Well, not as high as the price it says for me.
What? You make more than me?
The point is, Tiago, that you and I might have it slightly better than some of the other people of Solis.
Okay, maybe you have a point there.
Gracias.
But that still doesn't mean that people should resort to violence if they don't like what's going on here.
No, they shouldn't. Unless, of course, there really is no other choice.
What are you talking about, parce?
Nothing.
I didn't realize I was sitting across from such a radical.
Let's go to the phones. Looks like a lot of people want to talk about this particular issue.
Oh, wow, look at the screen. Where should we start? Okay, let's go to line 2. Buenas, you're on Tiago and Santiago.
Hello, Tiago. Hello, Santiago. I love your show very much. But I have to say, I think Santiago sounds like he doesn't like Solis very much. I have no problem with this conversation.
Can you believe these Black Hand cobardes? Sabotaging our own territory, planting bombs under the ground.
The Black Hand are an army for sale. They believe in nothing but winning cheaply.
Oh, do not do that, senora.
70 hours? Did you say 70 hours a week? See, no.
Eat some of these!
Definitely quit that job. That sounds awful. So I'm not saying you need to join Santiago's revolution.
Que tonto.
But you should try to find another job right now.
You make it sound so easy.
Gracias. Let's go to another call. Hágale, you're talking to Tiago Santiago.
This army of the chaos people, or whatever, whether they have a point or not, they seem willing to take on the Black Hand. The Black Hand are pretty much invincible.
Eso? I personally wouldn't mess with the Black Hand.
Finally, something we can all agree on. Thanks for calling, senora. Bien, let's take one more call before break. And hola, you're on the air with Tiago and Santiago.
I have a question. Why am I even listening to you guys talk about this? It's not like we can trust your opinion. We all know who owns your station. I'll give you a hint. It's a division of Espinosa Tep.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for calling, senor. I'm thinking we should probably take a break, Santiago. ¿Sí o no?
That's probably a good idea.
See, along with maybe...
I wish there was another...
I'll watch the vehicle.
When When it comes to driving, I take no pleasure in firing my weapon. But every piece of scum who plants a bomb in the soil of their homeland deserves 2 bullets and 30 pieces of silver.
For the raw power of the extendidesa. Risa has whatever you're looking for. So, come on
Let us go to the amusement park.
I wish I could, but I cannot ride the roller coaster. I'm pregnant.
But how can that be? I've been sterile since the mining accident.
I know, mi amor. You are not the father.
But I am.
Gustavo!
All that and more next week on Jóvenes y Bellos.
Get off of me, huevón!
Oh, they're not gonna like that upstairs.
Cover your ears, but not if you're driving. It's Tiago and Santiago.
More Tiago and Santiago for you.
¿Qué hay, amigos?
Another amazing show brought to you by Grupo Prospero, pioneers of Solino security for over 50 years. So, Santiago?
That's a little weird, isn't it?
What is?
That we are sponsored by Grupo Prospero.
No, we have a lot of sponsors. Prisa Auto, Espinosa Telecom, Colibri. They pay somebody some money, not me personally, but somebody, and then we either mention them on the air or we produce a commercial for them and play that when you and I are not talking. It is very standard.
See, but I was doing some research on Grupo Prospero.
Santiago, do you know what we do not need right now?
What is
They're
that,
going down.
We don't
Every
need a
last
patented
one of
Santiago diatribe about one of our sponsors. Your complaining has cost us so many lucrative advertising deals over the years.
It can't be that many.
Pulso,
Their phones had terrible battery life.
Nucleo,
My computer could never handle Black Hand First Strike on max settings.
Jose Medio.
But their shirts made me look
This on-the-job training is pretty intense, no?
But this is different.
How?
This is less a result of my very discriminating taste and more from a morality point of view.
Grupo Prospero is one of the leading providers of weapons, vehicles, and munition to the Black Hand. The Black Hand protects Solis from threats, both foreign and domestic. Therefore, we want the Black Hand to have very good weapons, sí or no? Ergo...
Was that Latin?
Ergo, Grupo Prospero is a good thing, and I'm proud to have them as a sponsor for our show.
But why are they even advertising on our show? Do they have a lot of customers among our listeners? Are they hoping Esteban from Kunai is going to suddenly decide he'd like to purchase an attack helicopter to commute to the lumber mill or buy a turret to protect his backyard?
I think it's more of a public service announcement. You know, make sure that people know that they are being protected by some of the best soldiers using the best equipment.
See, but they don't only make weapons for the Black Hand.
Who else do they make weapons for?
Anybody that will pay for them, parcero. And I've heard there are some pretty interesting individuals on their client list.
Well, that just means that they have an excellent sales team. And doesn't that mean more money into the factories here in Solis? Okay, just stop insulting the advertisers, okay? They're going to fire somebody because of this someday, and it's not going to be you, Santiago. For whatever reason, they view you as indispensable to the Tiago and Santiago show.
They probably just don't want to pay for a new sign on the door.
Probably. But they will fire someone more dispensable. Someone
Opening fire!
Stretch my legs.
Back off!
One shot, one kill.
Bacano. Your last stop is the supplier. Still unloading their goods. Take them out.
Sí, ya llego.
Watch the vehicle.
Get out here and fight.
All Black Hand units, stand by for more intel.
Excuse me?
Listening to Tiago in Santiago. Eso, Santiago. I know I give you a hard time on this show.
Todo está bien, Tiago. I can take whatever you can give.
I know. That's what I tell people. I seem to be the only one that remembers that you are an ex-Black Hand or former Black Hand. Which do you prefer?
I don't really care either way. Pero sí, it's true. I went through the training and then served for one tour with the Black Hand.
Ah, bien. And
Eat
did you
some of
rack up a
these.
lot of kills on your tour? Eliminate some tangos?
No, senor. I was lucky enough to be posted here on Solis. That's always been the quiet assignment. Until now, that is.
Claro. Not very quiet these days.
But it was then, especially where I worked.
Waste.
Firing! That's not a real division of the Black Hand, no. I was on communications.
Ah, no tangos.
No, no tangos, Tiago. Just a lot of relaying of reports from one coronel to another.
Did you ever get to scream hostile contact?
No.
How about
Die,
you
malparido!
die today, hijo de puta?
No, not that either.
I am going to hang you by your entrails, weón!
Disgusting, no.
I think you missed the point of joining, Santiago.
Actually, Tiago, I joined to get training from one of the most technically advanced military forces on the planet.
But you didn't even leave the country. Let's leave the elimination of tangos aside for one moment. I know for a fact that the Black Hand also do some really good disaster relief work in other countries as well. We've seen the footage of them all over the world, from other parts of South America to Southeast Asia to Africa, helping citizens rebuild after countless disasters.
So I have seen that footage.
So you didn't do any of that kind of service either?
No, I did not.
And then you left the service after one tour and then ended up doing radio. Buen trabajo.
We're ready.
It's easier work
The
than most,
people
Tiago.
are ready.
At least you got to wear one of those cool masks. Por favor, Santiago, tell me you wore one of those masks.
No, I did not. Back when I served, the Black Hand did not wear masks when they were stationed in Solis.
You were the worst Black Hand.
Wearing masks at home? This is a relatively new development, and one that I find a little disturbing.
I think they make people...
That was nice.
Boom! That's how it's done, Jefe. Good work. Recruits, graduation day. Enrico, I owe you big for this one.
No visual on target. Command advice. Copy. We acquire target. Now.